Hello, hello, hello. All right, y'all. So after the meeting today, I did go to the I don't know if you even looked at any of the other videos, but today I did go to the systemic racism meeting, which was really, really good. And I was quite shocked when I walked in the door to see lots of other people that didn't look like me, but it was a very pleasant surprise. And they seem to be extremely passionate about it, and that was a wonderful thing to see. Um, there was judges there, ex-judges, lawyers, um, people that have position in the communities, and some of them were talking about and actually admitting the things that they had seen. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep into who was there because I don't know at what point somebody might look it up and try to get these people, because that was also discussed, that people that have jobs in their local places, when they get involved in trying to help people that look like me sometimes, or in general, trying to help a community of people that may be being pushed back for whatever reason or another, they tend to get backlash from their work environments. So some people that are actively working have to be careful on how they come out to get involved. So that is what it is. I too understand what they mean, but it's not, it touches me in a different way. It touches me in a whole nother different type of way. My fingers are numb. I'm going through something that's going on here and like down this side, but these fingers get numb. Some kind of nerve, something. I don't know. But right now they are. Anyway, I came up here because I'm going to talk about that a little bit probably. It may not, I don't know. Just kind of do this as I feel like it. But I am going to, I did go to the fish market and I got some fish. And today they had no pan size. They only had these huge, what are things? It's gonna come back to me by the time I get back. If it ain't, it'll come back. Croaker. So I normally let them leave the head on, but I don't even know if this fish gonna fit inside of this pan or not. This grease. I changed my grease. I'll let you see that. We got fresh grease, which means I don't think this fish is gonna get dark brown, but I think I can still fry it hard. And I might can achieve my nice, dark brown on it. But that also probably means I gotta let it stay in there a lot longer. Don't know. I'm also boiling some potatoes. I'm just gonna have boiled potatoes with, I put onions in there. I didn't want to fry them because I feel like all that grease everywhere, which is why I moved this. Even though I cover this fish, when I take the cover off, evidently the grease pops out and is popping on my little Alexa. You can't say her name too loud. Told you I'm gonna rename her. She gonna get a different name. But anyway, so I'm gonna just, I think, boil them and drain them, and then just kind of smash them up, put some butter in them. Kind of like mashed potatoes, but it's red potatoes. I left the skin on them, and that's what I'm gonna do. So we gotta wash this fish. Let's see. that grease is getting hot. Not good. I bought 3 pieces, but I'm definitely just eating one. The stuff from it don't smell bad or nothing like that. It just smells like fish. And while I love the taste of fish, I don't like fishy taste smelling fish either. I did not tell them to do that. Oh my God. All I wanted them to do and I don't even know if that's gonna fit. I just said clean, go down the middle, take the head off. Going down the stomach just usually means that the fish is left like this. I like my fish left like that. I don't know why, but I do. I don't generally ever get fish like this. I never, ever, really. I've eaten at other people's houses their fish like this, but I never fried a piece. So here we go. Anyway, these are really, really big. Look. Giant fish. I don't know if it's going to be dry. I don't know what it's like when it's big like this. I know I wasn't going to bake it because I didn't want no baked fish. And unless it's fillets, I'm really not going to just put it in the oven with like I did the other day with the spinach and stuff, which really just looked like the salmon. The cream cheese, I thought about it later on. I said, that really just looked like the salmon with stuff with cream cheese. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and season these with this, you know, slap your mama, the accent. I guess I should most of you know what accent is. But this is what I put on mine. And then I'll show you also the stuff I fry it in. I don't make a wet batter. I use a dry seasoning. It already has some seasoning in it, but it's really not. It's not what I like. So I put this up here. This is what I like. So since we making it for me, we hook it up like this. So but yeah. So y'all that think that stuff don't happen in high places because you think it's just coincidental, one coincidence, then it turns into 10, and then we find a reason to blame people for the actions that we can pretty much see look very, very weird and very, very uncomfortable and very, very much so, like, you know, you got to look for the wrong that the person that was just unalive done. You got to really, really sit there and make up some stuff. Or, as I've said before, and I've said this before, we get a glimpse of about a good 5 minutes, if that, into somebody's life. We try to go back, most of the time they try to go back and find the worst picture, the worst circumstance. I'm gonna put 2 of these in the refrigerator because I'm only gonna cook 1 today. We try to find a situation where we can make this person's life look the worst that it can to justify whatever that moment is. And maybe there was some truth in something. Who knows? But you're not going to ever know. All you're going to know is that one-sided story in that 5 minutes. And that means no matter how I or the next person try to live, 99% of the time, you might have saw us running, but you don't even know why we running. You might have saw us, I don't know, maybe say some words that didn't quite go along to get along. But it was a moment. And you tell me you ain't never had one of them. Tell me you haven't had one of them. And if you haven't, wonderful. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. But I can pretty much guarantee you that the whole world can't say that. Everybody's had a second or two that they're not proud of in their lives, and they glad a camera wasn't on them and able to tell their parent about their misbehaving moment in their life. But that's what we're going to see about that person. We're going to see a moment. And a lot of it don't even look right, honestly. It just kind of, it don't look right. Excuse me. Oh, I got to show you down. I don't know how, I try to keep these in, but generally, I use it right here to shake it around. I'll show you in a minute. And I don't always have a brand new one, but this is what I use. It's the Louisiana Cajun fish fry. And the reason why I use Cajun is because I like it spicy and I like it brown. And this gives it the right color. It's already kind of, as you see, the color is already, it's already got color to it. And do not get me wrong, I love all people. I don't think that just because I said I like it brown that I don't like. I love all people. Thank the Lord. No matter to me. As long as you're acting right. You need everybody to get them some act right. I'll show you when I take it out of here to put it in the grease. Like I said, now this fish big up in this bag. I hope the stuff gets around in it. Getting down my throat, shaking it around. All right. I'm gonna attempt to drain these potatoes. Guess you can't see that. Not rinsing them because I want every onion that just fell in that bowl back in this pot. So I made sure I wanted to cook them until they were really, really soft, so that they will mash easier. You already know the deal with that. Y'all do mashed potatoes and yeah, they ready. See that? Did you see how easy they mashed? I really don't even have to have that because I don't really have to, I don't really want it all mashed up. I want them kind of chunky. I told you before that I really like potatoes, so I don't care what kind of potatoes they are, really. But today, because I ate those, if you were with me last weekend, I made, was it Saturday or Sunday? I think I started it Sunday. I forget, really. But I think it was either Saturday or Sunday I made potato salad. And, oh, I killed that. That's over. That's done with. I ate that throughout the week. And, that is no more. Can you see it? It's not pretty. Red potatoes ain't the prettiest mashed potatoes. They really wasn't the prettiest potato salad either, to be honest with you. But what I put in here was still this accent and the Slap Your Mama, which she goes on just about everything. I put some black pepper in it and butter. That's what I put in there. And they are good. I'm gonna just put them in this bowl. I don't know if you can see them over here. This is just so I can wash this pot, because you already heard me say, ooh, that's heavy, that I don't like to wash dishes after I get finished cooking and eating. I want my stuff ready, just about to go in the refrigerator. And this will be because for some reason, I don't know where my plastic bowls are that go in the refrigerator, but they aren't I have one down here that's small enough. I have a big one, but I don't want to put that big one in the refrigerator. So, y'all, today was a blessing to see and be a part of. It was great networking. I was trying to explain that we want to get involved, or if you want to get involved, and everybody needs to, because it may be this particular person that needs help today, but what about when you need it? You know? What about when your family needs it? So being an active part of the community right now, nobody said we had to go every time. Nobody said you have to be, your name needs to be known while you're there. You know, you got to participate in the panel and the whole nine or nothing like that. Nobody said that. But show up so when there's times when you are needed, you'll know what's going on. Versus just all the negative, but with no way of knowing how to help. No way of knowing who to write when something goes down, or if something goes down. Most everybody like to say, my best friend black. Everybody say it. I actually have a best friend that don't look like me. And neither one of us care. I don't know if she catches any problems about it. I can't tell. I don't know. She never told me. All right, so it's gonna be a mess because it's wide open. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to show you this fast. I'll just clean it up. All right, there it is. That's what she looks like before I throw in this grease. I think I'm gonna still try to close it up. I put it in there wide open. Made a mess though. Why not take that long to cook though, being open like that? So, you know, the people that do stuff, they probably looked at me and wondered, said, she don't know what she's doing. She gonna fry this fish. I can look at her and tell. She ain't supposed to fry, but she gonna fry. That's a lie, because to be honest with you, that place actually sells the fish and they fry it for you. And I want to say they fry it for free, right? You buy the fish from them, they fry it for free. But of course, if you buy some fries from them, some sides and all of that, they still. And I ain't asked no questions, because I know if they doing it somewhere along the way, they getting paid for it. Or it could just be they set themselves apart and make sure you come to them to their fish market. Their fish is already a little bit higher than what I'm normally used to anyway. But guess what? If you offer a service where somebody want fresh fish, they actually see you clean it, and from the sink to the frying pan, which is what I just done, but not. Yeah, this fish might be a little light skinned. She kind of already floating a little sideways. That's a heavy piece of fish. Moving that around, I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. I usually try to get pan-sized fish. And then, where do you get croaker from that big? Or do they grow giant? I don't know. Anyway. Today was good. It creates a place where you can network, if you can get involved in your community. There was all sorts of meetings that they were talking about there to become a help in a lot of ways. You can do things online for them. You can become a part. They had, and I have done this. But I haven't done it since COVID. When my mom passed away, my mom was a giver. She gave. Everybody called her mom. Really, versus Miss Audrey, they would call her mom, She was a giver. So, we started, my grandson, my daughter, myself, my son, the family, and we had other people, definitely donations. The community gave and gave and gave. Every time we went up to Charlotte, North Carolina, and we would give to the homeless there. And we started giving blankets, socks, toiletries. We didn't do food, but the day we would give on the National Day of Giving, other people was giving food, and we basically, if we had some clothes, we gave the clothes, we gave the socks, we gave the gloves. If we had hats, whatever people donated to us, some new, some used, we gave that. And we gave blankets. The first year was blankets. We did a blanket drive, new and used blankets. We had lots of blankets that we gave away. We were so grateful, because in that particular case, guess what? Who enabled us to do it? The community. The community gave to us, and we took it down and gave it in their name. So if you won't give your time or your efforts to take it, you can give monetarily, or you can actually, whoever's participating, if you got some used blankets, socks, things, I guess you can still give used now, because so many people abuse things. To sometimes the people that are homeless, they had to remove some of the stuff you could give them. Like at one point you couldn't feed them because people were poisoning them. on purpose. I wanted to try this new juice. I haven't tried this one. It's 0 sugar Tropicana fruit punch. I usually get the Minute Maid fruit punch, but this one, so you can't try it with me or nothing, but I'm gonna mix it because you know why? I can taste, in this one, I actually taste the that funny tasting sugar stuff. I can taste that. I can't taste that in that Minute Maid. That Minute Maid is the business. Nothing has topped that. I'm gonna show you that too. Probably should be about time to take this fish out. Before it might be a brick coming out of here. I should have used something different than this fork. But y'all look, it did turn pretty. You got it? I guess I got to go on this side to eat it because in here, that's bone. I don't know what's right here. See, eating it like this, I know I should just be smart. But the other way is closed, and I know it's meat on each side, and the bone is down the middle. I don't know where the bone is right now. You know, that whole gathering of bone. So, we'll taste it up here, but we probably won't eat right in front of y'all because it's probably going to be a lot of bone spitting. And I don't want y'all looking at me do that. Anyway, let me show y'all this real quick. Oh yeah. The Minute Maid fruit punch is right here. Yeah. Let me see how many carbs it's got in it. It's got 1 carb per 8-ounce serving like we thought. I didn't look at the other one. Let me see how many carbs is in that. Well, I want a lemon in here. That's for my potatoes. That one has 1 per 8 fluid ounces as well. I put a lemon in here just because I like lemony stuff, as well as when I eat a lot of fish, I just eat a lemon. So let's see here. That piece of fish is looking big as I don't know what. All right. So we're gonna get a little bit of potatoes. We're gonna get our fish. Notice how they going up. They won't be in there long. I will eat them potatoes till they are gone. Big time. Throwing down on them. All right, y'all. I always get a little nervous when I got to eat my own food too, trust me. I never know what it tastes like. I know what my fish tastes like when it's a pan fried fish. I'm using the same grease with the same batter, same seasonings. I know what that's supposed to taste like. But today with that giant fish, I don't even know if the meat's still the same texture. I don't know where the bones are. Yeah, all of that. So let's see. I know I go through this every time. Sorry, y'all. But, all right. So we thank you, Lord, for another day that you have kept us. You brought us up and down the dangerous highways. You allowed us to see beautiful things. Oh, God, you brought us through. And we thank you. We ask you to bless this food for the nourishment of our bodies. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. And bless the YouTube family. Save them for your glory, Lord. If you're here, I'm praying that the Lord save your soul. Yes, sir. All right. All right, so this might be meat. And it's that big meat. So, it's big. I ain't getting no napkin. Can you hear me crunch? I hope you can. If you can, I'm sorry. Because one thing I don't like is other people crunching. I can take my own crunching, but somebody else is crunching. It almost feels like they going down the chalkboard. But if you can, turn it down. She right. This is the hot sauce that I eat. Everything Louisiana, huh? This is good. You know, I've been a little sleeping on them big fish because gotta be careful. I get carried away talking. Not pay attention. I'm trying to be caught up to meet him in the air, not sleeping in the grave. Y'all, go to your local fish market. Get you some fish, some fresh fish. I like to tell. It's one part I like to fry hard because I want that crunch. Yeah. That right there. Yeah. Sometimes I want to put hot sauce on it, but sometimes I just want the whole, I want the crunch experience. But anyway, The fresh fish, the frozen fish is convenient, and I eat them too. Even though it's not as easy as it used to be to eat them, because, excuse me. I got my wet map and my dry one. Cause it's almost like once you go fresh, you can't go back. Not without you gonna put some resistance. You're gonna taste that. You're gonna taste that frozen fish. You're gonna know. You're gonna know it's frozen from here on out. Once you go eat some fresh fish. But I'm not a big cook, so anybody can cook it, because I cook it. You do have to be careful for bones. The easiest way is for me, is to cook my fish, just split down the belly, clean it out, scale it. I want my head and my tail. And then I can kind of tell where the bones are. As I stated before, with it, and I know people probably saying, girl, it's just whatever this is. I don't know. What is it, split down the middle and open? I don't know. Don't throw me off with different new stuff. I'm somewhat a creature of habit. Yeah. But it's good. The seasoning is through and through. Anything crunchy, I want that part. So y'all, I just came to fry this with you. To tell you about my day at the meeting. Because we started it off this morning. I started off this morning talking about that's where I was going. And it turned out well. And I met some people. And there's a meeting tomorrow, as a matter of fact, a different venue. But I plan to try to attend that too. The world is in trouble. And I can no longer sit back and watch it. What I'm gonna say sounds a little bit selfish. Maybe not. But especially after what I've just gone through. So I was already gonna go. But the need has become even greater. And I already explained why in other videos. I ain't going through all that. Y'all, your story matters. If you're looking for some good, clean TV, it ain't TV, it's YouTube. To look at, it's a nice farm family called IEG Farms. They have IEG Farms and Resurrection Ranch, which is his mom. That family's husband's mother, who they gave some land, and they're redoing, and they do everything debt-free. It's just good, clean farm talk. Not gonna hear no cussing, now that I've heard anyway. They're talking about Jesus. There ain't no need of going over there if you don't want to hear them talking about Jesus, because it's gonna be Jesus and Jesus alone, and that's what the name of that is. It's all about God. But it's good and clean. It's talking about healthy family life. He is the man of his house. If you don't want to see none of that, ain't no need to go on over there either. And he's good to his wife. He is not a hands-on man that's, all touchy-feely, all that, but he loves his family. He spends time with his family. He raises his boys. They have 4 boys. And he puts God first. And he definitely is raising his boys to be men. It's a beautiful thing. So I think I got that from them. It's a beautiful thing. Because I don't know if I said that or not. I might do. Anyway, it's a good, healthy vlog. They have a Godcast too. They don't call it a podcast. They call it a Godcast, where he just comes up there and talks really quickly on what seems to be an inspirational moment about the Lord, an inspired moment. And I didn't say you were going to go over there and find perfections in somebody else's house. You're not going over there to find no perfection. You're not finding no perfection nowhere. Not long as we still got this skin on our bones. But I said he is reaching and training his children and training himself to go and live for the Lord. So anybody that's doing that, get behind them. Support. Stop looking for any old thing to just bash somebody down. And that's what people do. You got people out there too. You might put in IG Farms and somebody crazy come up and it ain't them, because people love to say, oh my God, look at Tim and this poor wife because he's telling people what to do. Look at this. This is just sad. They just pick out a bunch of stuff. I don't know. I ran across one of them and I tried to block it. I didn't know you couldn't block on YouTube. They ain't found a way. But I tried because I don't want to hear that negativity. As soon as that seed gets planted, trust me, I've been on the other side of that too, which is part of this trauma that I'm going through. Once somebody plants a seed about you, guess what? Somebody else will give the water, and there comes an increase of the pain, of the crazy, of the lie. Nobody ever is going to find out. Nobody going down there. They do have visitors to the farm, but ain't nobody going all the way down into that farm to find out and live now, because you got to stay more than a day and see what's real and what's not. You're not going to do it. But so people will take a small portion and run with it and blow it out of proportion, because somebody said the wrong word and the 2 words together just don't make sense. And it's got to be something up. Just got to be something up. Loving God, y'all. The church is made up. Let me say this so you can understand this a little bit better. I don't claim to know a lot. You know that. The church is the hospital. We go to God because we are ill with things, tendencies, and things that we need to take to him, because that's who he asked us to bring them. Bring them to me. Bring your burdens, all you that are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon thee. Learn of me. Listen, and I don't even know, I hope I said that right, Jesus, because you ain't supposed to be adding or taking away from the word. Lord have mercy, but it felt right. If it ain't, go read it for yourself. Listen. The church, we make it up. The body of Christ, we make it up. We go there sick. And I know some of the problem is sometimes the man that stands or the woman that stands from the pulpit don't let you know that they got some illnesses that they're taking before the Lord too. That they are standing before God with some problems. And it seems like some of them may be a little self-righteous. I can't speak for the masses. But I'm telling you that if God called you right now and he told you to go, he means for you to go just like you are. I'm going to clean you up. Some people get washed of whatever it is, whatever their little weaknesses are, those weights that hold them down, they get rid of them instantly. And some of that stuff gets pulled off moment by moment, day by day, prayer by prayer, fast by fast. But when the world out here sometimes see one thing they do wrong, we point it out. And go down. We want to rip them apart for it. And I'm not saying that some of the people ain't done some really sneaky, pretty bad things and still stand from the pulpit for a long periods of time with that weight and them things that so easily do beset them, and not really discuss it sometimes. Like, it's okay sometimes that I don't have to tell you what the issue is, but I tell you that I too struggle. I think if we could come across like that, if they would let you know, I'm struggling, but I ain't giving up. I fall down, but I'm getting back up. I ain't getting back up tomorrow. I'm getting right back up right now. And I'm going to say, God, I'm sorry right now. And I'm running for my life. So with that said, I'm not going to say ease up on nobody. You got a hell to shun and a heaven to gain, not me. I mean, I do too, but not for you. I got to do it for me. And for me, I'm easily forgiving people because guess what? I don't have none of that to put them in, a heaven or a hell. But I am supposed to hold my hand out and ask and help people go if that's where they want to go. If they want to follow me as I follow Christ, then I'm going to let you know. You, and you. I fall down, but I get up. There was a time when I didn't get up. I laid in it and kept crying. But I kind of like some of them sins that I ain't want to get up from. So y'all, my fish getting cold. I hope the Lord is pleased, especially because I want to eat. I love y'all. Your story matters. Keep us in your prayers.